Tonight, I am presenting the Reflect Effects System, which is a live art creation system starring you. My name is Blair Adams, and we've done 49 customer discovery interviews to help us to get to this point. I am an augmented reality and virtual reality developer with over 5 years experience, and I've been an app developer for 8 years. Jeff Ponders was my amazing advisor and mentor. In the beginning, we came in with a product that didn't really have a home or a price set yet. So we were trying to figure out, it fits into a number of different markets, what's going to be that target market for it, and how are we going to kind of price out the structure? Are we going to kind of make people buy the system, or is it going to be a rental type thing? And we were very feature focused at the beginning too. Since we didn't really have the target market, we kept on adding more features without knowing who exactly it was going to be for. What we discovered was that event marketers and DJs really want to stand out from the crowd, and they've already got a budget for similar type things. So it really made sense to kind of fit into those markets. We could take advantage of the fact that they're tech savvy and they want to stand out, and that they really want to kind of create something unique, and we can deliver that to them in a box. Our solution was a fun alternative to traditional cameras and photo booths that allows for interaction with social distancing. So we can have people come, smaller groups, smaller parties, get out there and interact with the cameras and have some fun. And what we created was a kick-ass, easy to use, real-time camera system in a box. Our MVP was really designed to see how people would interact with the system, to make sure that they understood things and that they were having fun with it. And I think that we were definitely able to prove that. Our early attraction includes that people did have fun with it. We had some kids try it out. We've had some musicians try it out, and everybody's really eager. You can see their eyes light up when they get a chance to play around with it. And you can see that love and that spark is really there. Decipher is one organization. They're like a music conglomerate here in Michigan that helps artists to create unique experiences, and they're interested in working with us. We've also got a number of live demos scheduled now that we're out of our COVID time. And we've got 2 event marketers that have already expressed a great amount of interest. So we are go. My name is Blair Adams again. We've got a link here that you can kind of play around with the system, and I look forward to hearing from you in the future.
Hi, this is Dennis Atkinson. I'm co-founder of eCell Secure. eCell Secure is a company that's in the business of making battery safety products. During the course of the Start Studio program, we did 62 customer discovery interviews. We have a strong team. My background is in technology. I've got engineering degrees in electrical engineering as well as biomedical engineering. My partner, Ron Butler here, has 27 years with the Detroit Fire Department as an officer there, as well as 7 years with Detroit Public School Systems. We went into the program with the hypothesis that customers understood their battery safety risks and that they were seeking an effective solution. To that end, we were targeting customers who manufacture, transport, and store batteries, as well as customers that we thought knew battery risks and were seeking active solutions. This was the basis of our customer discovery program. What we learned along the way is that battery fires and explosions represent significant risks to industry in terms of their employees, their customers, their facilities, as well as their reputation. This is a pain felt across many different industry sectors. We also discovered that customers often didn't know much about their own battery risks. Sometimes they didn't know what they didn't know. However, once their concerns were validated, they were interested in solutions, especially for logistics, the battery transportation and storage. To that end, we've worked on developing an eCell solution secure, eCell secure solution, i.e. a battery transportation and storage system that will provide safety throughout the entire process. Our MVP is a safe battery container with employing some unique technologies. An example here on the left is a proposal that we've put forth to the US Navy for the next round of funding. In this example here, this battery container will hold up to 4 standard size batteries for ruggedized shipments. It's connected to a strong team. We've gotten some early validation in the marketplace, some patents pending. We've gotten invited to important committees, some of which you see on the right here. We've also developed relationships with industry, regulatory agencies, and research institutions, and participated in a number of different grant applications. At this point, we're focusing on finalizing the $300,000 plus in sales for this year. All in all, it's a go for us. Thank you.
So my company name is Empathive, and I've conducted 75 interviews. My name is Jen Bischoff, and I'm the founder. I have over 8 years in B2B tech experience. Originally coming into Start Studio, I believed that business professionals of all levels lacked adequate knowledge and resources to prepare for tough work conversations, that they had little time to prepare, and they needed particular help working with different personalities and work styles. And what I discovered from my interviews is that my target market is really new employees, new to mid-level managers, or more senior members who want it for their teams. Most professionals relied on experience over time or from mentors that they trusted, but they had no fast, easy way to help them thoughtfully prepare. Most conversations were feedback-oriented, and 85% of professionals described strong emotions and stress from these types of meetings, like anger, fear, and anxiety. The solution is a self-paced preparation guide that helps you build your next tough work conversation based on empathy and productivity. The MVP guides professionals through 5 key stages. The first is mindset. The second is empathizing with your coworker's state. The third is distinguishing business goals and making sure it's flowing up to the greater why. The fourth is distilling the truth to make sure that the professional is bringing the most pertinent information into that conversation. And lastly, that it's action oriented. You can see I have a couple screenshots of the walkthrough. So in terms of traction and timeliness, I have verbal interest from 2 corporate managers, 1 national nonprofit director, and 1 state government director. I'm a go, so if you'd love to help me work to improve helping professionals prepare for tough work conversations, I'd really love to talk to you. Thanks.
Our company is Soul Alert, and we're a real-time sneaker release locator. This is our team, and throughout this process, we have the privilege of working with David Weber as our EIR. Our initial hypothesis stemmed from being avid sneakerheads. We were frustrated with not being able to purchase sneakers at retail. Throughout this process, we discovered that information surrounding sneaker releases are constantly changing. Therefore, consumers must use multiple applications and websites to figure out when a sneaker is going to be released. It's a held sentiment within this subculture that the raffle system is a game of chance. Our solution is to create a centralized database that provides real-time information as it pertains to inventory, store location, and links to raffles, therefore providing consumers with the increased chances of being able to obtain their desired shoe. What we created for our MVP was an actual website with a downloadable Google Doc that provides information for the upcoming releases for that actual month in the Metro Detroit area. It provides inventory, the actual purchasing process behind sneakers, and it retails at $4.99. As of right now, we've had 75 visitors to our actual website, 25 subscribers, and 10 purchases at $4.99 for a total of $49.99 in about 3.5 weeks. We're decided to go forward with Soul Alert as a company, and we thank you for this time and opportunity. We're looking forward to any feedback and questions that you may have.
Hi, and my name is Dr. Nicole Farmer, and I am here as the founder of Give a Lifeline, where Facebook and GoFundMe collides for entrepreneurs. I've had 98 interviews that help me understand what I need. Now look, you may already know me because I am entrenched in this community. I have been helping entrepreneurs for the past 10, 15 years, and I am taking all of my knowledge and placing it on this platform. Now, when I first came on board, I really looked at what was the issue here? What I saw was minorities really struggling to launch and grow due to the lack of resources. But once I started to dig down deep, I saw they had more issues with bookkeeping and connecting with legal resources and marketing. And I mean, of course they needed money, but they also needed more and more mentoring. And so, hey, I came up with a solution. Give a Lifeline is your network of funders, partners, and resources to help fuel our entrepreneurs' business growth, as well as give them some needed sleep. Look, here I am. I'm in that early planning session. I am creating this next level plan to finish this platform, invite our entrepreneurs on board, recruit service-based entrepreneurs, mentors, and givers just like you to this platform. Here's a few pictures of my platform currently that I have worked on. I love the fact that we have this membership-based platform, and I really need your help because you know this is a go. You can be my lifeline. I need for you to be my lifeline to continue to give a lifeline. I need access to people of wealth who desire to give, access to people with services that they can provide pro bono, and you know I need some money too. Here's my information if you love to connect with me.
Hi, I'm Dr. Alicia Gabriel and one of the co-founders of The Lab Drawer, a monthly subscription box of STEM and STEAM experiments for middle school students. Along with myself, Chinanye Akune and Deirdre Roberson bring their corporate experience, their business savvy, and graduate level STEM education to our team. When we first started here, we actually thought we needed a mobile app to scale our business to the next level. And we believed that our original customers were parents and university administrators, even school and school district administrators, who just wanted increased STEM activities for their parents, for their children and students. But what we discovered after 100 customer discovery interviews is that the real problem is parents just want to guarantee that their children are learning STEAM, and parents want more free time. So we were able to validate in this process who our true customers really were. Our solution is to take our current existing Lab Drawer Box product and accompany it with the student achievement results, a quiz. Our UVP is STEAM-based education guaranteed to make your child grow. Our MVP consists of a landing page where parents can access the student achievement results and purchase it for $5 in addition to our current Lab Drawer Box offering, and young people can access the quiz directly on our website. Over the last 3 weeks, we've sold 500 student achievement results and increased our revenue by $2,500 with a quiz that really only took us 20 minutes to develop. So we were able to validate that this problem is real. And now we just ask for introductions to parents who want to enhance their child's education, even introductions to school administrators, and even investors, so that we can take our work to the next level. Full steam ahead.
We are Vopio, which is communication made simple for English as a foreign language student. I'm Mark Green, the presenter, and we have done 94 total interviews. The Vopio team is Mark Green as the CEO and Rod Mastria as the principal software engineer. Our original hypothesis is that language learners are unsatisfied with their own listening, speaking, and pronunciation skills. And through our 94 interviews, we found 3 primary themes. Number 1, listening. It's difficult to understand a professor go through real-time talk, very fast speaking as a foreign language student. Speaking, it's difficult for me to understand people. I'm scared about my accent, my pronunciation abilities, and pronunciation. I'm worried about how I sound, and it makes me self-conscious and less able to communicate. The Vopio approach addresses all 3 themes with a listening comprehension with interactive real-time captions and a speaking comprehension with curated pronunciation and steady content. Our MVP is as follows. The instructor sends the code to students at the start of class. Then the students have interactive real-time captions that appear on their phones while the instructor is presenting, and they're able still to take notes. A student can click on any highlighted word for instant lookup to better understand what the professor is speaking about while not getting lost and not being caught behind. For listening comprehension, again, the mobile app generates captions on the instructor's phone to make online classes as easy as possible for English as a foreign language learners. For speaking comprehension and speaking abilities, we have pronunciation guides based on the clicked words that are curated from instructors' content. And students can also choose customized content to make their ability to pronunciate whatever words they choose in a way to improve comprehensibility. For early traction, we have a written commitment from Lawrence Tech University and an app pilot program this summer with 3 instructors and 4 students and some previous funding from foundations. We are looking for funding for product development. Please join our pilot program today at vopio.info. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Shar Fuqua, and I am the founder of Coping Companion, all-in-one intuitive mental health system. My Coping Companion makes it easy for mental health providers to increase virtual engagement with their clients. During Star Studio, I did 89 customer discovery interviews. Meet my team. I am a certified clinical trauma practitioner, and I'll be working with Tawana Hatcher, Michelle Jackson, and Tierra Lane. They all have 10+ years of experience in their field. During Star Studio, my original hypothesis was mental health providers do not have enough time to see their clients. In fact, that is true. Mental health providers have limited time to meet their clients' needs, and they need more time in between sessions for their clients. At the start of Star Studio, we did not have clearly identified customers, but during target interviews, we learned that our customers are indeed mental health providers, and they have 3 pain points. Mental health providers use multiple systems for client management. They have difficulty producing high levels of engagement, and clients need more time with their mental health providers. Don't worry, because my Coping Companion offers a solution. We offer a digital-based treatment program for individuals with mental health conditions like anxiety and depression. We can extend evidence-based services to their clients, promoting higher levels of engagement and satisfaction and improve outcomes. Check out our MVP features. We offer our CRM portal, appointment system, mindfulness-based intervention, and we have a dual system for both the user and provider. And our system is so unique because it is an all-in-one system. Our early traction consists of our product being completed by December 2020. Our MVP includes evidence-based intervention, and we have 6 early adopters and 10 mental health professionals inquired to receive a demo. My Coping Companion is a go. We make it easy for mental health professionals to increase virtual engagement with their clients. Check us out at copingcompanion.wixsite.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madeline Miller with Nextiles, a Detroit-based textile recycling company. Everyone understands the negative impact that plastic has on our environment. What many don't realize is that fabric waste is growing rapidly and 85% of it is landfill. Nextiles diverts fabric waste from landfills and turns it into building insulation. I am the CEO, a Detroit native, and an environmental scientist. Initially, I knew the harmful impact of fabric waste on the environment and the pollution caused by traditional insulation manufacturing. I believed clothing and auto interior manufacturers would be our main clients for fabric waste pickup, and that we would sell our insulation to general contractors. After more than 100 customer discovery interviews, I learned that dustiness is a real problem during installation. Also, that clothing and auto interior manufacturers send the majority of their waste to landfills. As a result, we're targeting the fashion and auto sectors for fabric waste pickup and plan to sell insulation to green builders. Nextiles turns harmful fabric waste into low-dust, eco-friendly insulation. Our minimum viable product is a shredded cotton blend insulation. We've also launched a website where customers can request insulation demonstrations and fabric waste pickup. Since our June 8th site launch, we've had 100+ site visitors and 400+ page viewers. We've scheduled one-on-ones with 2 potential pickup clients, one of which is an auto interior company. Based on our findings, Nextiles is a go. Our next steps are to identify a non-toxic insulation coating, to launch an app for easy fabric waste pickup that includes an avoided carbon calculation, and to create a marketplace for fabric not suited for insulation. Nextiles is the future of fabric. For more about Nextiles, please use the listed contact information. I'm Madeline Miller, and I appreciate your time.
Hi, I'm Ken Nichols, head beekeeper for Agent B, Agent C. We are striving to become the TaskRabbit for video production and live streaming. We conducted 76 customer discovery interviews in our process here at Start Studio. We learned a lot here. Thank you to everyone that's making this presentation possible and the entire program. Our team is myself as CEO, Michael J. Lambie as COO. Combined, we have over 30 years of online video production and metrics experience. We have a small but growing advisory board of David Weber and Alec McNair, and that's growing. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out. Our original hypothesis was that virtual weddings will become a viable alternative to traditional wedding ceremonies. What we learned was virtual weddings are a last resort. Couples are choosing to postpone their vows, and the entire wedding industry is in chaos as a result. So we came up with a new hypothesis: to create a scalable platform that defines communication goals for videos and helps plan and manage events in physical and virtual settings. Our solution will be an open marketplace that makes it easier and cheaper to hire freelance video folks and will help define that feature set using new customer discovery interviews. Our MVP is an AI-assisted screenplay and run-of-show writing software that is scheduled to debut in mid-Q3 of 2020. Our early traction, we track sales and inquiries. We have 3 corporate clients that are continuing and ongoing with editing and producing services. We have 1 inquiry for our elevated home movie and 2 bids on major virtual events. We are a go, so if you know anyone planning a virtual event or needs a video, please consider connecting with us. Thank you so much, and I look forward to your questions.
Hi, my name is Christina Strong-Regan. I'm the founder and CEO of ShackBuddy. ShackBuddy is a tool to help people find compatible roommates. Our team is composed of myself, James Regan II, who is our co-founder and chief data officer, and we've been mentored by Fatih Abdesalam from TechTown throughout this process. So our original hypothesis in the beginning, before we conducted our 108 customer discovery interviews, was that all people that need roommates are the same. People have trouble finding someone that's compatible, and anyone in the US between 18 to 35 would be our customer. We learned that roommates fall into 3 categories: college students who have access to resources for roommates from their school, working professionals who are on their own as they go across the country, and interns whose roommate needs depend on if they have an internship or not. People who are 30 also tend to fall off for roommate needs as they get married and want to live on their own. Our validated problems among our customer who became working professional is they want to find compatible strangers in new locations. Like a dating pool, they need to scrape into roommates better and faster, and they easily and quickly need to find someone that's moving within their time frame. So our UVP is, we help working professionals quickly find and screen compatible roommates. Our MVP was created with WordPress and Typeform. People submitted their information, their name and email addresses. They were taken to our compatibility tests where they submitted that and we manually matched them. Over a 6-day time frame, we had 59 initial email submissions, so the name and email address, 21 submitted and completed compatibility tests, and 12 checkouts for 3 free matches. We believe that the world does need a tool to help people find compatible roommates. We're currently looking for a chief technology officer, so please feel free to reach out to me if you know someone or if that's you, and thank you for listening.
Hey everyone, my name is Rashad Booney and I'm with Project Vibe. Our business is in empowering event planners to create a whole vibe every time. Here is our excellent team, our excellent diverse team that's gonna get this project done. Our original hypothesis coming into this is that we felt that in certain areas, particularly in the city of Detroit, that there aren't enough great events that are worth going to happening, and that we wanted to interview folks to confirm that and also develop a solution to increase the amount of events that are worth going to. What we learned is that the event planning process is complex and is really an event in and of itself, and that our customers are really the event organizers, as they're the ones that are going to pay money to have a way more streamlined and way more coordinated team. Throughout the interviews, a lack of coordination was consistently said, and smaller, more independent teams were always more likely to be open to having a strategy to streamline this, and that will be our target market. Our solution is ultimately to help event planners create better events by providing them with a strategic framework that will streamline the production timeline and thus streamline their success and profits. Our first MVP is a webinar in which we're going to train folks on excellent event strategy, specifically for digital events, sharing best practices and how to be as coordinated as possible. We've gotten some early traction in the last week with 15 views altogether, with 27% registering for that webinar. So although our number is low, the percentage is enticing us to continue going with the webinar and get feedback from there. And that has been our journey. Our contact information on the page. Thank you for your time and looking forward to any questions.
Hi, thank you for attending. My name is Drake Wilkins, Jr. I'm CEO and founder of Crowd. Here's our team. Our initial hypothesis when we started the cohort was that there was a disconnect between business owners and their customers, and that data mining along with technology-based forms of communication would help solve this. However, what we discovered after many interviews was that COVID-19 changed the views of many business owners. Our product may have assisted in an outcome, but it was no longer a need. Health and safety was the new demand. So we pivoted to assist the world with combating COVID-19. Our new hypothesis became that people crave assurance or reassurance before returning to flying. Individual airline carriers and airports are now our new target customer. And this is why. Travelers are hiding their coronavirus infections, and airlines can do little about it. And there's not many measures in place to prevent travelers from boarding the plane and they're already still sick. So we developed a solution, a web-based application that allowed you to complete a health screening. And then after completing the health screening, once you arrive to the airport, you do a temperature scan via a kiosk. So our minimum viable product is VeriPass. It's an online registration system that allows you to complete a health assessment prior to arriving at the airport. And then once arriving at the airport, you log into the VeriPass kiosk. It completes a temperature scan right there on the spot to verify whether or not there's any risk of infections closely by you running a fever. Thanks for joining. Any questions?
Hello, everyone. My name is Donovan Wright, and I am the founder and CEO of Guild, where we make home renovations easy. I'm actively recruiting a technical co-founder, and Jeff Ponders is my advisor. Upon entering Start Studio, I initially thought homeowners want price transparency into their renovations to avoid getting ripped off by contractors. After completing 110 customer interviews, I discovered that this was one part of a larger problem. Homeowners want greater control into their entire renovation process, from clarity into their project scope and what they're paying for, ensuring that contractors are qualified, and being able to make informed decisions without solely relying on the contractor. Guild simplifies this entire process for homeowners, helping them avoid common stress and mistakes during renovations. We provide an upfront fixed price, similar to a Kelley Blue Book, so homeowners know their project costs before committing. A marketplace of licensed contractors who will do the work at that set price, and the ability for them to manage their process from start to finish, all in one app. Through the program, I launched a landing page that enabled homeowners to schedule a detailed, no obligation quote at a nominal fee to test whether they would value better information into their decision-making process. I can then use these insights to build additional functionality that allows them to take action on this information. Through the landing page, I secured 2 local contractors to service these customers, have already scheduled 4 quotes, and have a wait list of 10 additional homeowners. Once complete, I will have a pipeline of 14 potential customers who can begin their renovations with Guild. I am looking to launch the enhanced MVP in the next 2 months, so I'm seeking introductions to technical talent, potential customers and users, and early stage investors. Thanks to Start Studio, I'm prepared to take Guild forward. Once again, my name is Donovan Wright. Thank you for your time, and I can now answer any questions that you may have.
Good afternoon. I'm Wardell Crutchfield, the CEO and co-founder of DrillDrop. During the 12-week period, we've conducted 110 customer interviews. Our team consists of 6 partners and 1 advisor/mentor in Jeff Ponders. Originally, we came to the program believing that millennials who use marijuana want their marijuana delivered because it's convenient. But during the course of the interviews, we discovered that convenience wasn't the issue. Customers had an added security risk of going to the ATM and getting cash for the marijuana purchases. We discovered that most of these people were had an age range of 21 to 30 years old. So we came with a cashless same-day marijuana delivery service from your favorite Michigan dispensaries. With the current minimum viable product, customers don't have to go get cash to go get marijuana. Now they could get it delivered to them with being in the safety of their homes. Our landing page is currently active, and we launch August 1st of this year. Even though we're not live, currently we have 450 website views, 18 email subscribers, and 8 people have scheduled deliveries already. Thank you for your time, and we are a go.